Hey, what's up, everybody? Mark Ellert here. Welcome to Independent Living. Today, this blind man is going to show you how he knows when to stop pouring his drink. Yeah, I know we don't like to admit it, but there is such a thing as too much drink. When you're pouring drink all over the table and it's leaking onto the ground and you're still pouring, you got too much drink, baby. You got to slow down, back it up. A lot of stress, a lot of stress. So, everybody, I've developed my own system. When I'm pouring a fresh beer, if I'm getting a glass of soda, if I'm pouring my milk into my cereal, I developed a system of how to know when to stop pouring so I don't have disaster. What I like to do is I like to have them at the same height level. So basically, if I'm pouring a glass of beer, if I'm getting a bowl of cereal, bam, I'll put that on the table. I'll slide it to the very edge of the table. Because if I'm pouring into a bowl of cereal, a gallon of milk is so much taller. In order for me to actually pour into it, if it was in the center of the table, the milk is too tall. It's going to be hitting the edge of the table. I would have to be literally holding it at least a good foot, maybe 9 inches above that bowl of cereal. So then when I'm pouring, I'm just hoping that I'm making it into the bowl of cereal. I don't have something to really line it up. If I'm up in the air, I'm going to be pouring at a high velocity too. The milk could be going everywhere. While I'm up in the air and I'm pouring, I could be migrating. I can't see what I'm doing, so I could be pouring over here and I don't know it. If I'm getting off track, I don't know it. So I don't like to be just hovering in the air above whatever I'm pouring. Because also, if it's a brand new full gallon of milk, I literally, if it's halfway across the table to get to that, I have to be holding it up high. I can't start, putting it at an angle to get to the bowl because otherwise milk's going to be pouring everywhere. Oh my God. So what I'm pouring into, I don't know how full the thing I'm pouring from is. I bring it to the edge of the table. So that way I don't have to be reaching far. I don't have to be hovering and migrating all over the place. I can boom. That way I can move the gallon of milk or the 2 liter, whatever I'm pouring from. I can move that up or down the level to line it up with the exact height of the bowl of cereal or the rim of the glass. I will line them up so they're the exact same height. And I will carefully, slowly rest the rim of what I'm pouring from onto the rim of what I'm pouring into. Now, when I say carefully, if you got a full gallon of milk and you literally just pop it on the edge of your bowl of cereal, that cereal ain't staying. He ain't being stationary. He's going everywhere, man. Your bowl's going to be sliding all over the place. You're going to have cereal going everywhere. It's going nuts. Your cereal's not going to be happy when you're dropping a gallon of milk on it. So it's good to line it up and just kind of rest it on there, but hold it steady. Still keep it together, Captain. Hold it there. You don't want to rest the whole weight of it because, again, you're going to be knocking stuff over and pouring things everywhere. I've done it before. Trust me. Done it before. So basically, you line it up, you rest it on the rim, and you're holding the bottle with your right hand. So your left hand is what's holding the device you're pouring into. I'll use my lefty to hold on to my bowl of cereal or my glass. And while the left hand is holding onto it, I'll use my index finger on the inside of the rim. While I'm holding it, index finger on the inside of the rim, so as I'm pouring, I can feel the liquid hitting my finger. When it hits the tip of my finger, bam, I back it off and I know how to stop pouring, or I know when to stop pouring. Because also I've learned too, I'll put my finger like an inch into the rim, because that way if I'm pouring hot, if I'm coming in heavy, like, whoa, super pour. If I'm pouring too fast and it hits my finger, I don't have time to retract fast enough. I've learned to give a good inch so I have time to know when to stop pouring. Also, while I'm pouring, I keep it a good, slow, steady pour. I'm not pouring super hot and coming in fast to try to create a disaster. So then when I notice the liquid hitting the finger, bam, I stop and I'm all good, baby. That's how I do it. And based on what level I want is I know if I want an inch in, 2 inches in, how much milk I want in my cereal. That's what I do. I'll put my finger at the top level of where my cereal is, or if it's the top rim of the bowl, wherever I want to. I can have an indicator, just like a measuring cup, just like it's got lines on it. I'll make my own lines and find them with my finger. Everybody, we have ways to do things. There's ways to find things, and I found a system because I trust myself. And like, say, for instance, if I'm getting a glass of water from the kitchen sink, I actually don't even use my finger. I have a completely different system where I just trust myself. Full-blown trust and confidence. My kitchen sink, the water pressure comes out the exact same every single time. It's always the same water pressure coming out at the same rate of speed. And all of my dishes are the same. I have the same cups for everything, so I know how much fluid it holds. When I'm having the same cup, it's the same volume, and my water is coming out at the same rate of speed, I can just time it every single time. When I'm getting myself a glass of water, I just line it up with the faucet, bam, turn it on, and I know how to count, and I know when to stop counting. Also, when you're pouring something like that, or when it's coming out of a faucet, you'll be surprised. I get the information from my audio, not my hands. I don't feel the liquid, I can hear it because it's coming out at a pretty good high rate of speed and some good water pressure. So I can hear the volume of my cup, actually. I can hear the water coming up to the top. And I've learned to be able to know when to judge when to stop or not. I've been doing this long enough. I've trusted myself. I can hear the audio, the volume of when that liquid is coming to the top based on the audio it's making. I can hear it echoing in the cup and the volume being full to the top. So the echo is stopping, it's becoming quiet. Everybody, I've developed a system and I know how to do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Learn how to trust yourself, everyone. Independence is something that I've been able to maintain for a while. Because those of you who don't know me, September 12th, 2004, age 19, is when I went blind from a traumatic brain injury. Going from 20/20 total vision to total blindness was not an easy task. On top of it, also having brain damage from my traumatic brain injury with reconstructive surgery, as well as post-traumatic stress disorder, as well as guilt and regret, as well as occipital neuralgia and carpal tunnel. I have conditions, but the point of it is I've been able to maintain my independence because I love myself. Right now, where I'm sitting here, everybody, this is my couch in my 2-bedroom apartment. I've been living here by myself now for 8 years. I'm really proud of it and really proud of my space and my independence and the things I've been able to learn and maintain. Everyone, when you love yourself, you can find ways to do it. I can do it. You can do it, everybody. Love yourself and trust yourself. Keep it sexy. Make good choices, everybody. I'll catch you on the flip side.